ask you something about the Joy Division songs because you haven't played that for a while, and then you started playing a few years ago. How did that happen? When did you decide that the songs that you had to play the songs?
No, I mean, there's not a have to. It's want to. I think once we felt we'd had a long enough grieving period, we started playing songs on anniversaries, Ian's death, Ian's birthday, my mum's birthday. You know, you'd play a Joy Division song for fun. And I think really the liberator was 24 Hour Party People.
Yes.
Once we saw the film and saw the music in it, because none of us had really concentrated or looked at the music in depth, and we were made to in the film. And it rekindled an interest, and we realised, you know, it's time to stop worrying about it really, and you know, play it again. I mean, I never really count the two bands as separate. I just see it all as one thing, you know. And to be honest with you, I'm quite happy, very happy to play it. It feels completely different to New Order's music. It's much more intense.
I was gonna ask you, but you have already said you enjoyed the film 24 Hours.
Yeah, I did enjoy it. Yeah, you know, it was. I mean, the greatest thing about life is that you remember what you want to remember. So you know, everybody's remembering is completely different, and 24 Hour Party People is like a mishmash of everybody's memories. So it's not correct, but it's very, very entertaining.
What about Control, the film?
I'm a bit miffed with Control actually at the moment because Anton Corbijn seems to be holding on to it too tightly for me. He's telling us what to do, which I'm not very happy about. Soundtrack-wise, I really don't see the point of having a great group that were involved in the film who can make great music and then telling them what to do. That pisses me off, to be honest.
Yes, and
It's coming along though. It looks good. So
you're
we'll have to see.
The whole soundtrack, is it?
No, we were just contributing some music to the soundtrack, but Anton has now started to tell us how it should sound, and I'm like, hey, should be atmospheric, yeah? Don't we do that? No? Oh, right. I can't get my head around someone telling you how to write the soundtrack to your own film, because, you know, I've lived with the death of Ian Curtis for 30 years, and I would have thought that was inspiration enough to write some music to some scenes for it, but obviously not.
Is it difficult or easier to deal with the death of Ian Curtis now than it was before? How is it for you?
Well, it always felt completely surreal. So, you know, it's not easy. It's just, I mean, you know, I had more trouble with my mother's death, obviously. You know, so things like that. So it goes in perspective. I mean, I'm reminded of Ian every day, every time we play, every time I talk to a journalist. So, you know, it doesn't go away, but I'm quite proud of what he did and I'm proud of what we achieved. And I think if he was up there watching, or if he is up there watching, I think he'd be happy. You know.
Let me ask you about the future. What's the future of New Order? New tours, new albums?
No, we're not actually doing anything.
Really?
No, nothing at all.
After this tour?
I don't think we're going to do anything. I think we're going to stop. Yeah.
I thought another album was coming.
No.
No? Okay.
Who told you that?
Okay. Let me ask about the bands from your generation, from the 80s. Do you feel that New Order is really the most successful band of the 80s? Independent band?
Not financially.
Not financially.
Maybe in the influence that you had on music and things like that. But no, I mean, I think part of the lasting thing about New Order is that we've always been perceived to be quite awkward and quite set in our ways, and we do things as we like them. And I think every group would like to do things as they like them. You know, the true independent thing. And I think that people think we were independent, or we were, you know, for many, many years, and we did things how we wanted to do them. And luckily, combined with our talent, it paid off and it made great music. You know, we've always been. I suppose we've never compromised. Okay. Really?
Last question, because
that's okay.
You have to go.
I have to go.
Yeah. What about independent bands? Is it easier today to be an independent band than it was in the past?
The only way to survive as a group is to write great music.
Okay.
And that's the only thing you can do. And it's not the easiest thing. You can bullshit your way for a long time, but ultimately it comes down to the music. So you've got to write great music. And that's the mountain that you have to climb when you start, and that's where you have to stay. And it's no easy way. It doesn't matter whether you're independent or whether you're on a major label. You've got to have good music. Otherwise you won't get anywhere. So there you go, kids. Good luck.
Write good music. Thank you.